Things definitely happen. We'll go ahead and go out here. Good morning, Donnell. So the only thing I saw that's moving this morning was NUWE. They have a little bit of catalyst. They are trading higher after they announced new clinical data demonstrating 100% survival at 30 days following the use of ultrafiltration in high risk post operative coronary artery bypass grafting patients. Okay, so 30 days following the this grafting. They are a little bit lower floats, I believe. Let me see. Float 10.4 million in the float. Let me check other places. NUWE. Yep, 10.5 million over here. No kind of shelf registrations. Let me see what IPOs are opening up today. We still got BIAF opening up at some point and SHPH. SHPH. Man. HPCO was a disaster yesterday. It was supposed to open up at $6, right? Popped up to $42 and halted going on the way down. And it just destroyed anybody that bought it yesterday. It's down to $7 from the $42 from yesterday. Crazy. MGAM was another one that we were watching yesterday for a little bit. It came down and started to get a nice little push out of this range yesterday, but it's looking like it's going to return back down, down minus 10% since the open of pre-market. NAB was another one that had a little bit of a pop into after hours. But of course, these just don't have the volume today, so I'll be leaving those off. BWV was also a failure from yesterday as well. It kind of just went into a range. I mean, there was just too much other good stuff moving for BWV to do anything yesterday. And then EAF, that was one that Rudy had called out. He said he was getting a little bit coming into this low point. It reached this point, when was this? Back in July. The $6. But yeah, that's a little bit higher float one. What's up, Rudy? Gas, oil came on down to those 90s. I really thought it was gonna go ahead and crack down. I was looking at oil this morning. It hit the 200 moving average up here, got a nice push back within this downtrend, and it's just floating right above the 90s. Good morning, SB. No. I'm looking at the weekly chart over at my on TOS. That's what I was looking at on which one was I looking at? EAF was it? Yeah. Yeah, this is what I was looking at over here. Right around that $6 area is where it's been holding. Um, what was the other one? HPCO was one yesterday. I mean, it gave a little bit of a bounce. This little green candle right here went from 767 up here to $18. Nice little bounce retracement, but on that dip, man, that thing was hard to predict coming out of this halt when it was gonna bounce. But I'm gonna remove that one, and I have the next two IPOs up here now, BIAF and SHPH, which I did not look into what that actually is on SHPH. Okay, it's another pharmaceutical company. Founded in 2012, faculty members of Georgetown University Medical Center. Shuttle Pharmaceuticals is a discovery and developmental stage specialty pharmaceutical company focused on improving outcome of cancer patients. So this is another cancer-related IPO. Just like where's the other one? Just like BIAF, both of these are cancer patients. They are coming out with very low flows, just like HPCO did yesterday with a huge gap up. Bed Bath and Beyond is the only other thing that I see on my scans right now. BBBY, down 26%. From its previous close. It closed up here at the 15s and dropped all the way down here to the 8s. So yeah, not a great look for Bed Bath and Beyond. But yeah, these are the top volume movers on the day. NUWE, probably gonna be very interesting. We're able to identify some pre-market tops. It got up there to the 133 with a little bit of support right around the $1. So only a 25-cent movement here, but it's got 20 million shares traded. So I'm thinking eyes are on it. Up 96%. You called out IMPP. IMPP, let me see. Are you looking for a why would you get IMPP? Get oil is coming down. IMPP is one of those that moves up when oil's going up. Oil just came down and broke 90 and is sitting at the 90s right now, 90.50. So I will watch what oil's gonna do for that next move on IMPP, and I would be much more interested in INDO, but IMPP, it's energy stock as well. They just never have that big movement like INDO or HUSA. But HUSA is a higher float though, so it doesn't have as big a range as INDO. SPY just floating around that 400 level. You have a pre-market position on new long 127. Let's see. Got a high up there of 133. We'll see if people want to buy it over those 25s again, 125s. What was in? Let me just look a little bit deeper into new, see if we can find out a little bit more. Okay, so data shows ultrafiltration for post-op CABG patients provides a safe and effective method for managing fluid balance and reducing mortality rates. Commercial stage company focus on blah blah blah. Okay, the use of simple ultrafiltration technology as a fluid management strategy for high risk coronary artery bypass grafting surgery is a real world retrospective review of post operative isolation CABG patients who were treated in the division of cardiothoracic surgery at Baylor Scott and White Health in Temple, Texas, between January 1st. Okay, so this is a review of the people that were treated from 2020 to 2021. Total of 254 CABG procedures were performed during this period, and ultrafiltration was used in 17 or 6.7% of patients. Despite an elevated mean Society of Thoracic Surgeons mortality score of 5.7. So the range is from 0.6 to 50, and they got a 0.7. Okay, so pretty high survival rate after 30 days of observation. Decades successfully treat, fluid overload. Okay, so here they said this. So down here it says this device is being funded in part by a $1.7 million grant from the National Institutes of Health. So they got some funding behind them as well. And it says New Ellis has partnered with Minneapolis-based research and development firm Coronis Biomedical Technologies Corporation, the grant recipient. So these people, Coronis Biomedical, are the ones that actually received the grant, not New Ellis. So because it says this device is being funded in part by this grant from to design and develop customer. Okay, so they really didn't get the grant; they're just a part of the project. So we'll see what this company does at the open. See what that company does at the open. Let me read some of these chats. Let's see. Simply just expecting gap fill. Oil is below 90, yes, but if I'm expecting NQ to fall still, I think oil under 90 is a bit of a fluke. And then what's up, GD? And he says, oh boy, that volume that just went into oil back on top 90, just like that. Nah. This is pre-market stuff. This is before the people even wake up. People are still asleep right now. You know, some investors, they don't start investing till like 10 o'clock, 10:30. When things start looking crazy to us, we're like, oh my goodness, what's going on? That's when the real ones are waking up and they're like, let me go ahead and short something. Let's short something. But we'll see what NUWE can do with that news. Good news. They're connected to another company that got a grant for $1.7 million. So is that enough to keep it up on the day? We don't know yet. But it is still holding around that 90% with 21 million shares traded on it. Oil futures. Let me look over here. Oil futures. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm looking at. This thing is we'll see where it opens. Oh no, it's not open up. It's already trading, but we'll see how it holds this 85 level that it continues to try to stay away from. NQ still right within that downtrend. All it needs to do is break back under this 12,200, and it'll look like it's gonna be trying to test down this trend again, or this level again around the from the 11,159 up here to the 12,000s. If it can lunch down in there. Long-term uptrend on the oil chart. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I don't know if I need to draw that. I don't know if I need to draw that because one, I don't know if this is actually a point that's gonna hold this 11,100. I would like to see it retest that level. Then I'd be like, okay, that held right there. That's probably an interesting position right there at the 11,000. Or no, you're talking about oil. My bad. Oil over here. Same thing though. It had a trend upward that it actually broke. So if you were to draw this trend straight up right through here, it actually broke that uptrend. So I don't know. I mean, even if let me just draw it. Stop being lazy. So if I just went to the low, and I know some people like to cut out the other parts or whatever. So we'll see if it can get back on that trend to the right. Because right now it's just been all over this trend. Snapchat made a nice move up as well. Snapchat just came on my scans. We'll see. Got a nice rip. Let me look at the news on Snap. Up 10%. All right, Snap. Snap Inc. is restructuring business to increase focus on three strategic priorities: community growth, revenue growth and augmented reality to discontinue investments in Snap Originals, minis, games, and Pixie, among other areas. Wall Street set for rebound. Snap Inc. to reduce size of team. Snap shares were trading lower following reports indicating company plans to lay off about 20% of its workforce. Let's actually start from the beginning. Let's see. Citigroup lowers Snap price target cut to 12 from 15. Okay, so it's at 11 right now. Snap reportedly plans laying off roughly 1 in every 5 employees. So yeah, they're definitely downsizing over there at Snap. But apparently somebody is pushing this thing up from the 9 to the 11s, up 12%. So we'll see if it can actually compete with NUWE. This may be a day that the higher floats end up taking the eyes off of low floats. So we'll see. That's why I like to wait for that open, because some of these get crazy. But then again, there are opportunities in pre-market. So we will see. SB calling out Phase. Wasn't Phase one that dumped like crazy the other day? To like, what did it dump to? Down here to the 18s. Yeah, Phase, that volume though, that is not what we're looking for. That's gonna get dropped. Drop kicked. It only had like 4 million shares traded on it yesterday. But yeah, I'm thinking Phase will be a good short. So let's identify some short areas. Where can you get short? 21. Let's see. So we got a pre-market high of 21. We know there's a lot of short resistance up above 21. And then you have the 20 that is right above. So maybe anywhere above the 20 really could be a nice area to be getting in before it breaks the 20 and continues down. Snap continue to push up though. You put some charts in the day trading chat. Hold up, let me go look. Day trading chat. And also, yeah, if you have anything to post that you want me to see, like charts or anything that y'all are looking at, you can put them in a Discord and I can look at them real quick. And I see the ones Rudy has pulled up here. Yeah, but it broke that original downtrend that it had. We'll see. Your where you drew yours back there on the bottom. So you actually drew yours from, where's the ink? Where's oil? You drew yours from here. You drew yours like this. Something like that. But either way it goes, it's still gonna be, I mean, I don't know what made you draw from here. What made you start your trend from up here instead of down here where it tested? Unless you did like unless you did something like this where you went right here and this was just a range that it tested, and then the top of this range is where you came from for your trend here. So you came here. Either way it goes, no matter how you draw it, it broke down the trend. I don't know. But the next level that it held was up here. right up in here. Had a little range. So has this $72 level down here. Had a little bit of consolidation around these 30s too. So I guess, yeah. Yeah, down here to the 72s is what I would be looking for. A return to this low. Oh, we got 3 minutes left to the open. Donnell's already taking his trade on NUWE. We'll see how that goes. He got an entry at 127. We'll see if it can definitely check out of here. Right under the 125s right now, though. Snap caught up quick in that volume. Boy, boy, boy. Pushed up here. Both of them at 20 million now. Now it's going to be, hey, who wants to be the stronger vessel? Will it be Snap or will it be NUWE? Good morning, Lori. Yeah, phase just isn't in the competition. I mean, if you're doing a long-term trade on phase or you're shorting phase, probably be perfect for today. We got 1 minute to the open. About 30 seconds left. Let's see how this thing opens. It's in direct competition with Snapchat right now. All right, market has opened. 124s, 125s. Come on now. You can get some buyers over the 125s. Can't you? Okay, yeah, it's starting to get that push. Look, getting that break right there, 127s. All right, so we know the previous top was up here at the 130s. Let's see if we can go ahead and get up there above that. Snap going red on the day. NUWE very quick to that top. And a little bit of a quick sell-off there. Okay. So now we can identify short areas. So we know it got pushed down to this 120. Let's see if it'll go lower than 120. All right, so let's go ahead and mark this as our next level of hourly resistance. We had a nice little almost double top, but not quite. Phase continuing down. Not that much volume. Snap down there to 1032 very quickly and pop back up over the 11s. I'm thinking people are going to be very interested in this buying pressure here above 10 on Snapchat. Back here, it had a previous level. Where did I mark? Why did I mark this like this? I can't remember why I marked this like this, but for some reason that was a level that I had marked. Okay. Oil under the 90s now, and this is what I was talking about. Like, it's broken this trend. Like, no matter how you draw it, it's breaking it down. You know, if it breaks this 85 that I've been calling for the last 2 times that it came down here, I'm like, okay, this thing, if it breaks, 72s could be getting a nice hello call down here. NUWE trying to hold up those 120s. Almost 5 million shares traded on this first 5-minute candle. The SPY under 400s now, going down a little bit. Phase continue down as well. Snap had a pre-market high up here of the 1161s. And another resistance right here at 1131. And we're still waiting on these two IPOs to open up today, SHPH and BIAF. These IPOs are extremely low float. We saw one yesterday open up, went up to $42, and now today is down to $7. So IPOs are definitely some volatile movers. That IPO was HPCO. That is continuing down. Phase continuing down as well, getting a nice pump down to 18s. No volume. I mean, where's the volume? The shorts are just winning on this thing and nobody's buying it up. Like, for it to be doing a push like this, people, it should be buyers all down here. Millions of shares traded. But nope. NU halted up now. NUWE. So Snap lost the battle. It went red on the day. And NUWE wants to hold green. So that's probably going to be the one I'm watching too. Looking for it to hold green on the day. Up 15% now though. We'll see where it wants to come down to. But as long as it holds green, I am interested. Let's go look at NU's daily chart over here. So on the yearly chart, we see it had quite a bit of a sell-off down here to the 47s. And now popped this 56. Has a little bit of a top here. Probably going to just test this at the 145s. And then it has a little bit at the 250s. We'll see how it does in this range. Who's sitting in that range? Okay, down here on the daily chart. Coming up to this level. It is above the 200 moving average, gapped up above that. For it to go red on the day, it will need to break down the 120s. So as long as it's holding those 120s, I am interested for a higher move. And we'll see. Donnell is up, let's see, 27 cents. That's about 10 cents right now, but we'll see how it opens. Maybe one of those that gets going. 32 million shares traded on it. Snap is absolutely dumping. Phase is absolutely dumping. from the 20s to the 18s. What else? Snap. And the thing is, when I look at these and they have low float and they're making big moves, I'm like, okay, uh, how fast could you get your, like, let's say if you had 10 million shares to get filled on it. Well, you'll be waiting all day to try to get buyers and sellers in here. I mean, how? How are you gonna get your full position in here? You have to just be, it wouldn't be a 1 day entry on this. You would have to do some crazy stuff. Plus, pre-market is just a joke most of the time. So we see this huge rip up, fall, huge rip up, pre-market, fall. All of its big movements are in pre-market and then fall. So for intraday trades, it's just a little bit dangerous. Lori Lee says AVCT. AVCT. Any other call outs here? Donnell said he's looking for 150 on that trade on NUWE. He's gonna be selling to a lot of retail traders, playing this gap up. Yeah, you could put well, I don't know what your size is on this one. You could put limit orders up there just in case it snaps up to 150 and snaps down. You put limit orders and they'll just get filled immediately up there. But we'll see how it opens. What time is this thing supposed to be opening? Trade halts. NU halted at 9:34:51. So should be opening up here in a little bit. 39:51 should be opening up in a couple seconds. Opening there. $138. Where's the sentiment of this stock yet? Still the only thing up green so far. 135. 35 million shares traded. 148, 150s. $154s into another halt. Big size up there. So another halt up 28%. $1.54. Phase continuing to absolutely die today. Look at the volume. It's not in the competition. Every time I be like, man, is it in the competition? Nope. Not even in the starting blocks. Not even the water boy. Snap came back up here to $10. So yeah, take phase off of there. If it can't make it on the scans, it's, yeah, leave it off. All right, so the daily chart over here on new, nice little pop over this 150 level. Had a previous gap fill that it never tried to fill. It's up here to the 365s, 280. So nice little gap fill in there. Rudy says he took a position on IMPP. We'll see what oil how oil treats IMPP. AVCT was one that Lori had called out there. 30 something. Let me see the low of 34. has heavy volume. What is the reasoning for it to be up though? AVCT. No news on today. Six days ago, AVCT announced its board and management changes along with review of strategic alternatives. Wow. Yeah, that catalyst is definitely gonna fall behind. It's gonna fall behind NUWE for today. They appointed somebody, Dr. Christina, as a non-executive director. That was months ago. Candy joins. Yeah, that catalyst, even though it has volume, that catalyst is gonna knock it off the list. Let's see what we got here though. Let's see if this thing. Yeah, you got a nice little 25 cent rip right there. So that's pretty much you got that profit in pocket. So we'll see how these halts treat it. Time of this thing is supposed to be open. Halted at 9:40. So it'd be 9:45:59. So less than 50 seconds on the open on NUWE. Still up 28%. The question is, where will it hold? How much of these gains will it hold? Less than 20 seconds till the open. All right, open should be in about 9 seconds. Let's get it. Let's see what it does. There's the open. Where do you want to hold here? Right around that 150 mark right now. 160s, 163s. Up 35%. $70, 170, 172s, 75. So now let's see where this thing wants to come and base out at. Nice huge green movement here. touched the top of 175 up there. So got a little bit of top resistance unless it rips through that. And we'll see where this thing wants to settle down for a retracement. Still holding almost 40% of his gains. I see another one popping up. Well, it's only up 3% since the open. I don't like it. It's MOB. It's low float, but I mean, I just put it on here. It popped in. Let's see. It's got 23 million in the shares. Just got to an acceptable level, but I mean, it got kind of flash bombed and definitely not the most obvious on the day. Only up 2%. So we'll stick with NUWE for now. So the 120s is about that area to watch. Just needs to stay above there. Or at least if it does come down, just kind of consolidate here at the 120s. $11 million shares traded on this 5-minute candle. $21,000 at the 60s. I just saw 21,000 move up here to the 60s. Let's see if they get crushed. Right here, 24,000. It's moving. I know, Donnell, that percent change is real. It can help you identify what's going on quickly. You don't have to spend your time like, is this red? Is this green? Nah, bro. Is it bullish? Basically, is it bullish or is it not? And then you can sort with it too. So it automatically brings the top percent gainer up there. Let's see what you got. Okay, the 60s getting tested right now. So we did have that top that's now forming a little bit of short area, and we'll see if it can retest probably later on in the day if it can retest that top of the 170s. But definitely a great mover. 53 million shares traded on it. The only other thing that's even in the picture with it is Snap, which is down red on the day. So longs will be focused over here on NUWE. But yeah. right? So now on the 15-minute, we're seeing this 15-minute, this top was resistance of 175, coming back to the body of the previous candle. Let's see if we can push down here into it and hold under the 154s. Get some consolidation above this 120 area. Still some hopeful buyers in there. Let's watch them get destroyed here under this 175. Because the longer it takes here, the more impatient the buyers are going to get to hold. It's already a cheap stock. People are trying to get their money and get out. Buyers up to the top 178, back into a halt there. So still hasn't shown us where it wants to drop to. 178, but it is up 48%. So this is a obvious mover up, very bullish. And we'll just wait. Oh, probably do probably five probably a 500 share block on this one once it dips and gives me a nice entry. But patience is what I've been practicing, and I'm just getting more and more comfortable in my patience. You know, it can go whatever, but it'll retrace. I'll get my entry. I like that it's holding up those gains, and that's another thing that that percent gain, that percent change monitors is how much of the gains is a ticker holding on a specific day, because those gains matter. Because think about it, if a trader was entering turning on their platform every second, what are the stocks that would show up most obviously on their scanner? That's what I want to be looking at. That they coming in later in the day, they're all excited. I've been watching this thing the whole day, watching how it moves, watching the buying pressure, the selling pressure, all of that. And they're just coming into the classroom. Let's see, Snap did get back up here to the 11s briefly. Still red on the day though. But yeah, NUWE is gonna be my top watch there. What's up, Lauren? And then Rudy said he bought some of EAF again. Let me see where that thing ended up going. EAF around that $6 area. Yep, that makes perfect sense. It was coming literally down right down. $6 has been a whole point for it for a while. I don't exactly know what kind of company it is, but I know that the charting pattern makes sense. Oh, this is the graph tech, graphite and things like that. Yep. Oil just floating on the 90s out here. Looking for it to get that next leg down. Let's see the NQ. And over here on MOB, as you can see, the percent change. Look at these 2% changes. Now, which one's the most obvious? It's like 48% out here is definitely most obvious. BBBY, somebody comes in, looks at 8%, they look at 48%. Yeah, 48%. Let's go look what's going on over here. And 60 million volume. Oh yeah. Snap, negative 3%. Not even in the competition. So the SPY continues to have a little bit of struggle with the 400 mark. Continues to come up to that 400 and get some resistance there. Let's see what time this thing's supposed to be on. Halting again. Statistics. Oh, looks like it just opened. 175 up there. Once again, tested that level. Let's see if it gets some sell-off around this level now. So got a high up here of 186 on this first hour. Where is our range? And then can we identify a trend? And that's 150. So halted going down now. And we'll see where it goes from here. We have identified the short range here, but let's see what kind of retracement it wants to give from up here. Still up 29%. And I know some people be like, man, you just a little bit too patient. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because I know either way it goes, once 9:30 hits, I'm going to go and work and make money anyway. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to be patient with the market. The market is a tool, not a ride that you have to jump on. I'm just looking for a nice little window. Put my little toes in there, take my little toes out, and go on about my day. All right, so we got now two other things pop down here. AMD down red on the day, and then Apple just now reaching that 2 million. I mean that 10 million. So yeah, we'll see. SHPH ended up opening up. This is one of the IPOs that we were watching. From the IPO list popped up here to 25. Now remember yesterday HPCO did this same kind of move, went up to $42 and dropped down. Now is at $6.42. Now this is another one. Now this one is on what kind of, this is a cancer one. SHPH was another cancer IPO. So we'll see what it wants to do after it makes its decision on that one. PCO. But currently down big, negative 17% down in the other direction. It was supposed to open up around $6 as well, just like the other one, SP, or no, $8. Supposed to open up at $8, but actually open and went up to $25. So we'll see if we'll see a big fall on that one as well. Still waiting on BIAF to pop open as well as an IPO. Both of these are cancer IPOs and clinical trials. AVCT has potential. AVCT. We will see. It's a lot of things popping up. We'll see what can actually make moves here. coming down to this 35-cent level again on ABC. This is what time this one's supposed to be unhalting. New unhalting at 10. So it halted at 10, well, almost 10 on the dot. So 10:05:07 is what we'll be looking for. Got about 2 minutes left on that. It's the only thing up here that's green right now. Snap coming back green on the day. Coming back up to these previous highs. Big buy up off the 1017s back into this short resistance level of right up here from the 1131 up to the 1160. 30 cents of movement is what it needs to do. Push through all of those shorts, but can Snap do it? Very small numbers on the day though. Only up 1%. Can it hold up its 1% of gains or no? Will it give it back? About a minute left on the NUWE. See where that wants to go. EAF back down to $6. 604 is down there. Snap having problems keeping that green up there. Let's see, it's going back red. See, not obvious. People coming in and seeing 1%. They're like, not for a day trade. No siree. All right, so we're coming into the open of NUWE. 10:05:07. Should be opening up here in a couple of seconds. Let's see where it goes. Okay, there's the open. 155's there. We've already identified the nice short range up here. This hour candle has 25 minutes left on it. Looks like it's going to be making a lower low here towards the bottom of this little channel. And a 150 break would definitely look like it's going to get it going down. But I'm still interested because it still has most of its gains. We'll see what a downwards movement looks like though. 64 million shares traded on it. I think the people that bought VWAP right here probably going to get crushed here. 151 for that 150 break. We'll see if it gets pushed down heavy here. Doing a little, almost a halfway retracement in this channel. Halfway will be about the 170. Let's see if it can touch that one. What was this high? 166. So did a little bit of retracement there on the excitement, but let's see if we can see this 150 breakdown. Snap popping back green, going red to green, red to green. Can it get that 170 touch before it crashes? There'll be a 50% retracement in this little range here. Could not get back up there. See if we can break down this area of the 153 and get through those 150s. The big fish can definitely get in on this one with it doing how many on this candle just alone is 4 million shares traded. So if someone wanted to enter 4 million shares short, this would definitely be a nice spot to do it. A lot of volume, people getting in and out, very, very high liquidity. Snap is still pumping up into these previous short levels, holding this level of the 1125 here with a top of the 1150 or 1160 level, somewhere up in there. Waiting on the true intentions of this stock. Very unpredictable right now. The 5-minute candle will be closing in less than a minute. $27,000 there on the 158. 158's getting eaten through. 24, 23s. Can we see those 158s just disappear from the bid? Back up to the 60s there. Somebody's buying big at the VWAP, but I think they're going to get crushed. 58's back up there, 22,000s. Can we see 57s here? All we need is 157. And we see the 57s. So it looks like what was that, 167? Almost got that 170 for the 50% retracement, but there was still too much pressure right there at 170 to complete it. Snapchat continuing to push up to highs, 1150. We'll see if it makes a new high on the day above the previous highs. Giving a nice push though. Okay, coming up to 70. Finally got the 70 touch right there. Now shorts. That's the 50-cent retracement. Let's see if we can see a big short come in at 170. Let's look over here on the tape now. If we see a bunch of red 170s coming through, somebody's buying below the bid, pushing this thing down. So I see a bunch of 170s. We need red 170s though. There's 68s. Somebody's getting their orders filled. A bunch of 60s coming through. Can we get those big reds on the tape? Did the 50% retracement. Let's see this big crush. $67s. There was a lot of red. All right, new things popping in over here on the scans. We'll come back to this real quick. It's still under the 70s. FFIE popping up. Amazon, Tesla, Meta. Okay, FFIE, Nvidia. Nvidia looking crazy. Still going to the downside, but entering into the territory down here between 140 and 153 there. Amazon doing a little bit of a gap fill. Red. Let's see, FFIE. Tesla had a nice little triple test up here on the 200 moving average. Meta had a gap up, but is now red on the day. That would be Facebook. NVDA. We just looked at that one. Apple coming back through the 200 moving average as well, but hasn't. Well, it had a little bit of a gap that it just filled down to the 157s. AMD. Nothing obvious. And then Snap with multiple gaps to fill up here. This is what Rudy likes to look for, these gap fills, and this one's got a double. Oh, back to NWE. It did do the 50% retracement up to the 170s of this little range that we were looking at. Looking for it to dive now. I think the movement down is going to be nice here. And I'll be looking to take action down here around that probably that 125 if it can hold that, because that will be green on the day, and it will be a nice little 25-cent hold there for a retest back up here to possibly maybe the 150s. Not looking for too much. But yeah, 125 back up to the 150s is what I'll be looking for. But we'll see what happens here and how big this movement down is about to be. Snap giving back its profits, not even up 1% anymore, looking like it wants to come down. Very unobvious. Another test of the 170, so that's clear right there. Double top at 170. Clear. I mean, I knew that was the level, but I guess it had to double test it to make sure. Let's see if it can get going under these 60s now. Or will it do it one more time? Do they need 3 tests on this thing? Okay, let me jump to Snap real quick. Snap's a nice slow mover. Just kind of taking its time up here, trying to push the shorts out of this level. But it's definitely doing it slowly. What? Well, yeah. We'll get that solved for you, buddy. Snap breaking that 1150 aggressively. Pushing on up there. Those shorts are in trouble if it breaks that 1150. It's a very bullish move there. NUWE has not made a decision yet, just floating in the halfway, kind of like in the void. Do buyers want to buy it? Volume, the ramps have been getting smaller on the greens as well, ramping on down. If we were to just draw a trend line on the volume itself, we can see a nice little downtrend on the green volume down there. But yeah, I'm looking for possible retest of the 120s for a little short pop. I'm not really expecting it to get back to the 186, just to trade within this range. Snap now has 100 million shares traded on it. Back up there, testing this high now, 1150. With the time that it took to get here, I think this break is going to be powerful. It just slowly pushed shorts out. Just slowly. More and more buyers came in there. So I'm thinking that breakout is going to be pretty nice. Just a grinder. Still got 27,000 sitting down here on the 160s on the bid. Down here. So this was a lower high that it made under the 70s at the 68s. Pushing back into the body of the previous candle, but getting bought up there. Yeah, that 150 break is going to be something serious. Okay, so Snap has what looks like a double top on the 1 hour. Go look at the 4 hour over here. So on TOS over here on the 4 hour, see a huge test up here of this 1120 level. Came up here, had a nice fall down, came up, tested the 200 moving average. Very close to the 200 moving average here, $12, only 50 cents. I mean, it's looking like it wants to push up there to try to retest. I think the shorts are in trouble on Snap. We did see NUWE get up there again, testing that 170. You know how many shorts are in on this, bro, above 170? Like, this 50%, that was 3 times they had to enter at 170. There's no way it's not going down. 3 tests of the 170. This thing's about to dump. Come on, buddy. Give us that 150 break we've been looking for. That size at 160 has definitely decreased. There was 30,000 shares there at first. But now we have an obvious kind of short war zone. So all we want to do is see a retest of the bottom of this war zone, which will be 150. All right, Snap. You cut AVCT, not messing with it anymore. Yeah, that I don't know if that was a day trade or not, but that thing was definitely at a low. I would wait for it to break that 6. See if it can break that 6 and return to it with strength or with catalyst. Because, I mean, it's definitely at the low point. You just have to wait for that verification of the low point. It's not exactly stopped there yet. So again, holding us down at the 170s. Can we please just see a dump here? We see the trend breaking out on the volume. So if this this on the 5-minute was a trend break, we see a nice trend break of that red candle, that sell-off. So can it continue red? You have an order at 6 flat. You hope that gets triggered. It probably will. Oh, I forgot this one was out here. SHPH moved from 24 down to $16 that quick, down almost 30% on the day. Fresh IPO killing people. Anyway, I got about 6 minutes on this stream. I'm definitely going to be waiting for this thing to come down and show me that it can kind of hold above this 120 area. That should be support. Around this 120 area, I want to see how it holds this. And then based on that, if it can come down here and test a little bit, I'll be looking for a retest up here to the 150s today. Still up 35%, finally getting a little bit of selling pressure under the 170. I mean, it took forever for people to realize, oh, the 170 is a problem. Oh, somebody's accumulating at the 170. Yeah. Yeah, they are. So this created a lower low, and now we can see a more obvious downtrend here. And that's another thing I wanna make sure that I look for is that trend. What is the trend of the pressure here? And can it retest these highs? Or not this high up here at 180, but actually I just want to see it come to this 150 from the downside. So it got a nice little trend, and it could be, I mean, this trend may not be valid. It could be like this, but we'll just have to see which one is valid with more data. And the hour chart will probably confirm it as well, which one is more valid. Snap is scary to me, man. It's coming up here and just flattening out, not really breaking, just continuing to find pressure up here at this 1155, but you know, still very bullish. See if those 60s start to pop on the tape for snap. 58s. All it needs is one big buyer to push it on out of there. But anyway, yeah, my top watches. I'm not gonna trade snap, but I definitely want to see what happens with it. And then HPCO, I'm gonna take that one off. That was a death sentence from yesterday. Then EAF, not in the competition on the day. And then this one down 28%. Not looking too great either on low volume. All right, and the SPY is still down here doing this thing. It got on the 5-minute, it looks like there was some buying pressure. On the 15-minute, there's definitely some buying pressure. But we'll see if it can hold this 398s. And yeah, that's my wow. Well, I looked away for a second and it's wanting to get on down there through there. Let's see what it wants to do. About to close up this hour chart or this hour candle. But I still will continue watching it. Anyway, you can check out the Discord. We have a Discord you can jump into Frame of Fortune Discord. We do continue to monitor these stocks throughout the day and kind of give our analysis in the Discord. You know, you can do pictures. You can jump into the voice chat. Anybody can jump into the voice chat and do a video of what you're seeing. You can share your screen or share pictures or comments or whatever. I hang out a lot in the day trading chat because that's pretty much what I'm looking to do is day trade. There are other chats in there like the futures, forex. Then we have a general chat which we just discuss any kind of market topics. But that's the Framework Fortune Discord. We do have another Discord, which is the DLA Dow Discord, in which we are, which actually hosts our project, our current project that we're working on. The biggest part of our project right now is the Play to Earn Gaming. Lauren, which is Stunks and Chumps. You'll see her. She's a moderator. She has her own channel, Stunks and Chumps Gaming. Rudy is a big contributor to that project as well. Reliable Rudy. You'll see him. He has his own channel. You can check him out. He does stock analysis, and he's heavy into the development of the DLA Dow project as well. Also, you can check out the Framework Fortune home channel, and we also have the Framework Fortune crypto channel if you're interested in crypto or any kind of topic like that. And we also have the Framework Fortune Media Network channel that you guys can go and follow. Now, on that channel, if anyone posts, if Reliable Rudy posts, or anybody else, Stunts and Chumps Gaming, or anybody else in the network posts, it goes on that channel. So it's kind of like a centralized hub channel. Let me see. Discord framework. The journal that I use. The journal that I use is the TraderSync journal. I just dropped that link into the Discord. I just keep up with all of my trades, and I'm able to analyze what in the world is going on with my trading. Am I winning? Am I losing? What is going on? Drop that in the description as well. They do offer a trial version of that application, so you can try it out and see if you like the ideas that they present. But yeah, that is it for this stream today in UWE. I will continue watching for the shorts to take control. Looks like it did end up closing a little bit above this 60 level, but gotta keep watching it. We'll see what investors want to do with it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you enjoy the content, you can subscribe. If you're over on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. If you enjoy the content, and man, that is a mouthful. So I'm about to get ready to shut it down. If you're going to continue trading for the day, be careful, keep your head on a swivel, trade those obvious stocks for day trades, and if you're looking for something to swing trade, buy low. But anyway, or figure out what a low is first before you decide to buy low. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Nice hump day. I think today is Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, today is Wednesday. Nice hump day. Be careful. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.